What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. In today's episode, I want to talk about the player that has kind of taken the world by storm. That player is Doug Edert. Most of you guys should know him by now. He is the kind of famous player that came off the bench for St. Peters. Shot threes, had a crazy good mustache. Helped them upset Kentucky, upset Murray State, and a bunch of other teams, or a couple other games and upset games, and make it all the way to the Elite Eight as the 15 seed. Today he just announced that he will be transferring away from St. Peters, and kind of made me think, like, how good is Doug Edert? Can he play at at a Power 5 conference level? What would he really do there? I just want to take a look into that, look at some of his stats from this year, and give my opinions on really how good Doug Edert is, and if he'll be able to play like in a Power 5 conference or something like that. But before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit the subscribe button, join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comment section down below, so make sure you leave those all down there. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, today, the day I'm recording this video, is Tuesday, and Doug Edert has announced on Twitter that he will be transferring away from St. Peters after 3 years with the program. Due to the COVID year, he will actually have 2 years of eligibility left to play college basketball. He kind of said that all his options are open right now, and seeing whatever route he decides to take or is available for him to continue his basketball career. So far, I haven't really heard too much of who is interested, who he's heard from yet, or really too much on that. Obviously, he just entered the transfer portal this morning, so I'm not sure what teams initially contacted him or he's been kind of hearing interest from. But when I saw this, I kind of thought right away, like, is Doug Edert good enough to play at a Power 5 conference? Is he good enough to play in the ACC, the Big 10, Pac-12, Big 12? Where is he going to be playing next year, and is he good enough to play at that level? So let's take a look at Doug Edert. Like I said, he just played his third year with St. Peters, so he's a junior but has 2 years of eligibility left. He's a guard. He's listed at 6'2", 185 pounds. This past season, he averaged 9.5 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 0.9 assists per game. He did this while shooting 45% from the field on 6.1 attempts per game, and 41.1% from 3 on 3.4 attempts per game. He also shot 88.7% from the free throw line and 2.9 attempts per game. He also averaged 0.5 steals per game and 0.7 turnovers to go along with the 0.9 assists. During this year, he played in 33 games and started 7 of them. The whole NCAA tournament, and at the end of the year, he was coming off the bench for St. Peters and kind of trying to be that player that brings him a spark off the bench, brings him some scoring off the bench, and helps him out in that way. So Doug Edert, just kind of looking at him right away, he is pretty undersized at only 6'2", 185 pounds, a shooting guard. He is pretty undersized to be playing at the highest level of college basketball and in a major program, or for a highly ranked team. He is pretty undersized at only 6'2". He's not overly quick. He's not overly fast. He's not overly strong. He's just kind of your average, run-of-the-mill shooting guard that just likes to really shoot threes. Nothing too crazy. He's not super athletic by any means. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit. We've seen that in the NCAA tournament, him putting the ball on the floor and getting to the hoop, and he has that float game that he is pretty good at. So he does have that going for him in terms of getting to the hoop or getting into the paint and and finishing around there. He does have a floater that he goes to consistently and is a very good shot for him. But then looking at, I kind of wanted to look more into kind of the games this year and what he kind of did against Power 5 teams and highly ranked teams. So in his last game against UNC, he had a very poor game. He played 21 minutes that game. He only scored 2 points, and those were on free throws. He went 2-2 from the free throw line. He shot 0 of 5 from the field in that game and 0 of 3 from 3 in that game against UNC, where they ultimately lost in the Elite Eight. But in the Sweet 16 against Purdue, he had a pretty solid game. Not the best shooting, but he ended up getting to the free throw line, getting drawing fouls, and scoring some points there. He finished with 10 points on 7. He had 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He is 1 of 6 from the floor and 1 of 3 from 3. He also had 3 rebounds in that game. Looking at another Power 5 conference team, and this is a game that kind of really blew him up and brought him onto the scene. Got him all this media attention, and really got him all the kind of the fame or popularity that he has right now is against University of Kentucky in the first round, where they upset the 2 seed Kentucky. In this game, he had 20 points. He shot 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He also had 4 rebounds and 2 assists in that game with only 1 turnover. He only did play 25 minutes that game, and he had 20 points in 25 minutes. And also the game before the first round of the NCAA tournament in the MAC championship game against Monmouth, he had 20 points as well in that game, 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. So he is good at getting to the free throw line and getting those free throws in, and obviously he shoots them at an extremely high percentage. So that is really good to see. So he has had some good games against top teams and ranked teams, especially in the NCAA tournament. He really stepped up his game then, and was playing some of his best basketball at the end of the year. So, do I think Doug Edert is good enough to play at a highly ranked team or a Power 5 conference team? I think there's definitely a shot. He showed what he can do in the NCAA tournament. He showed that when he plays with extreme confidence and is extremely aggressive, that he can shoot the ball, he can score the ball, he can get to the free throw line and get easy points there. I just don't know exactly what type of role he'd have at a big school like that, or a big team, a top-ranked team type of situation. But I definitely think he could go up to play at the high major Division I teams. I think somebody will definitely be interested in him. We'll give him a scholarship and have him come on the floor to really just space the floor, bring him some of that spark, some of that energy that he shows, and really just knock down the balls, or knock down the three-point shot and space the floor. But it'll be interesting to see where he ends up going. All the teams that are interested in him and contacting him. But I want to hear from all you guys in the comment section down below. Do you think he can play at that high of a level, or was it just kind of a fluke or a good stretch of playing for him in the NCAA tournament? Leave all that in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.